Scorpio, what is up? This is your love reading for the end of December. This is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. As always, this isn't going to resonate for every Scorpio out there. It's not possible. You're not all living the same lives. If it doesn't resonate, just check your other signs or check out one of the other awesome readers on here. Sorry this is late, guys. I do feel like garbage, and I don't even know how long my voice is going to last through this, but I'm going to try and bang these out, all right? So just bear with me, okay? All right, so your overall is always the person that I'm reading for. Now, whether that's you, Scorpio, or you cross-watcher, the person who's watching the video, this is the energy that you are taking on the last half of December in love. Everything else here is interchangeable. It can be for you or the person you're dealing with, okay? All right, so you have from the Magdalene Oracle, you have Divine Order. All right, y'all, Divine Order. You may be inadvertently sinking into depression because you believe the world around you is in disarray. With all its suffering, destruction, and war, the world can seem like a woeful place. Yet, as the saying goes, there's a time and a purpose for everything under heaven. Everything serves a purpose and everything has a reason for being, otherwise that thing would not exist. Life is like a divine tapestry. Each thread is vital to the overall picture. However, being a divine tapestry, the overall design only begins to make sense when viewed from a higher perspective. Believing that things are not the way they should be only serves to keep you disappointed, angry, and fearful. Divine order is visible, but is only visible through the perspective of love, just as the true purpose of things can only be known by the light of your soul. Your world doesn't need saving, it just needs to be loved. All right, guys, what's going on? What's up? All right, so you also have the Emperor reversed as your overall energy. Obviously not a good energy to be in. This is feeling very out of control, like you don't have control of your own life. You know, things just aren't going the way that you want them to go. You kind of feel like you aren't able to make things happen, like you're stuck, you know, in a rut. Obviously with this like depression thing happening here. It just, I mean, for me, whenever things like that happen, I just really need to go within. I mean, Scorpios are like that. Like, we can fix ourselves. Do you know what I mean? So my advice to you, just from my own experience, do what you want. Take some time for yourself to get yourself back in a place where you feel confident enough to make things happen. Whatever it is that you do for self-care, do that. I like the woods, but where I'm at right now, it's freezing. But even if you can just get outside for, 5-10 minutes, it's better than nothing. It definitely helps. All right, so let's get on with the rest of it and clarify what this is all about. Let's clarify the Emperor reverse for Scorpio. It's also Aries energy. Again, this is the energy that you're taking on, so it doesn't really matter. But if there is an Aries that's significant to you, they're probably not acting right. All right, clarify the Emperor reverse for Scorpio. Five of Pentacles reverse. Okay. So Five of Pentacles is actually a card that you would like to see reversed. It's not one that you want to see upright. Upright, it's rejection, it's abandonment, it's poverty mentality, but it is reversed. So you may be feeling like you're having financial problems. You may feel like you're being abandoned or rejected, but you're really not. Do you know what I mean? That may have you feeling out of control. Like, you may not feel like you have control over your life because of some feeling of rejection or abandonment or poverty, whatever it is for you. But that's not the way that it actually is. You just need to look at it at a different way, or you need to take some time for yourself to get yourself back in balance. Like, okay, here's just an example. This time of year, 2 years ago, actually, I went through a breakup of a 10-year relationship, right? It was one of the worst times of my entire life. right? I mean, it needed to happen and I wanted it to happen, but it was still one of the worst times of my entire life. And it was over the holidays, you know, right now, exactly. But even when I look back at like how awful that was, dude, if that had not had happened, I would be in like such hell right now. As bad as it felt back then, it's still better than it would have been had I stayed. Do you know what I mean? So if you try to look at it that way, you know, if you're going through some shit right now, things really do happen for a reason. They really do happen to put you where you're supposed to be. Okay, so just try to keep that in mind and keep yourself together, keep yourself in balance, keep yourself healthy. All right? Okay, now let's get on with the rest of this reading. Your recent past, you have the Two of Wands reversed, fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is making a decision that, you know, you had a decision to make in your recent past and you made it. It might have you kind of feeling off, kind of feeling out of sorts. It may be a decision that you didn't want to make, but you did. All right. Now, in your present, though, you have the King of Wands. So either you're dealing with someone who is taking on this energy. It is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be dealing with that sign. Definitely could be. But this is the sign of somebody who is in their power, who is ambitious and goal-driven. They go after what they want. They're very passionate, very energetic. So this obviously is not your energy right now. So I'm going to say this is the person that you're dealing with. Let's clarify this King of Wands. So whoever you're dealing with right now, I do think that they are legit. All right, let's see. Let's see about this King of Wands, though, before I go speaking too much on him. And it could be a her, right? Anybody can take on any energy in the deck. All right, it's clarified by the Two of Swords. So you recently made this decision in your recent past, but now you're at a stalemate? Or they are. Maybe you're regretting a decision that you made and it has you feeling out of sorts. And it is possible with the Five of Pentacles reversed here that you may have broken off a relationship and now you're feeling like you want to go back to it. Like you broke it off and lost control. And now you're feeling like maybe you made the wrong decision or something. I don't know. That's kind of what it looks like here to me. Because in the present, you have this energy of not being able to make a decision, being very indecisive, you know, not having clarity on a situation. So you just need to be clear. You need to be clear about what is actually going on before you go deciding that you made the wrong decision, you know? And it could definitely have to do with a fire sign here. Let's clarify this Two of Swords again. And again, this is interchangeable right now. So this could be somebody feeling this way about you. Like they don't know what to do about you. They don't know which way to go. You know, what decision to make, whatever. That's air energy, by the way, the Two of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Clarify the Two of Swords for Scorpio. Three of Cups reversed. So there could have definitely been more than one person involved here. You or the other person could have been dealing with more than one person, and there was a decision that was made to maybe pick one person over the other, and now someone's maybe feeling like they picked the wrong one. Because that is like, it's a lack of celebration. It's a lack of a reunion. If there was a breakup and you're having second thoughts, then you're feeling like, you know, like shit, basically. Like you made the wrong decision, and if there were two people, maybe you picked the wrong one. I feel like I'm repeating myself. You guys are going to have to just bear with me because I feel like actual shit. But I don't want to leave you guys hanging. So just keep that in mind there. It's also water energy, by the way. So you as well as Cancer and Scorpio. Now in your immediate future, there's you guys. It's death. That's Scorpio energy. It is upright. So you do want to come up in your own reading, and you do want to come up upright. So that's good shit. That is you being your whole self. It's being in your power. it is an ending, but I think it's just an ending of the way that you're feeling right now with this depressed, out of control type energy. Um, you know, Scorpios don't stay in that energy very long. Like, the thing that we are best at is change and transformation, whether we like it or not, because we don't, because we're fixed, right? That doesn't mean that we're not good at it. It's actually what we're best at. So the energy that you're in right now, just kind of take it for what it is, roll with it, do the best you can, and know that it is for the better. It always is. And you do have this transformation in your future. It is an ending of something, whether it's an actual relationship or a behavior pattern or just a way of being, whatever. But it's always for the best, okay? Let's clarify death for Scorpio. Well, that one wants to come out already. The Knight of Swords reversed. Okay, so it's an ending of, if there was some sort of dishonesty here, if there was some sort of lack of clarity or a block in communication, it's an ending to that. So, or if you were dealing with, sorry about that, my iPad's kind of a dick sometimes. Anyway, so where I was at with the Knight of Swords, if you're dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, that's probably coming to an end. Otherwise, it's an end to shitty communication, like blocks in communication, dishonest communication, like that it's an ending to that type of behavior. Okay? All right, so your potential obstacle, you have the Three of Wands reversed, more fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sag. You guys got a lot of fire here. But as an obstacle, it's like somebody is done waiting. Somebody isn't preparing for the future with someone else anymore. You know, they're kind of done waiting to see what's going to happen. They're just, you know, like they're kind of just done waiting around for something to change. There's nothing being built on. It's just kind of like, yeah, whatever. I tried. It didn't happen. I'm not going to try anymore. All right. Okay, so your advice, you have the Four of Swords reverse. This is air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Guys, if you know you need to take a break and you know that you need to practice some self-care, you need to take a time out because you're feeling all depressed and out of control and shit, and you're not, you know, the universe is going to make you at some point. So make sure you're doing that for yourself. Make sure that you're taking that break for yourself. Don't just keep going and going and going. Nothing gets fixed that way, right? And I'm telling you this straight up from experience. Like, I am sick as shit right now because I just kept going and going and going, right? And then the universe does shit like that, like knocks you the fuck out, makes you sick, or makes some crisis happen in your life, or some bullshit that forces you to just stop for a minute and take a break. All right, so you want to try to do that yourself so that it doesn't have to come in some weird, unexpected way, right? All right, let's clarify the Four of Swords for Scorpio. Clarify the Four of Swords for Scorpio. Queen of Swords. All right. While you're doing this, while you're practicing your self-care, while you're taking care of yourself, getting yourself back on track, make sure you're cutting out any bullshit that's in your life. If somebody's got you in this position, and I don't like to say that because I don't like to give away my power. If somebody has you in this position where you're feeling like shit, it's because you're letting them. So get your energy back, get your strength back so that you just stop letting them, right? And cut them out. Like, Queen of Swords is no bullshit. She doesn't take anybody's shit. If it's fake, if it's garbage, if it's hurtful, if it's harmful, if it's lies, whatever, she cuts it out, all right? Okay, guys. So that's all I got for you right now. I hope you have a good rest of December, and I will talk to you guys in January. If my voice heals over the next week, then I might do a general as well. We'll see. But if not, take care, guys. Have good holidays, okay?